We have Likutei Moharan Torah Zayin. We're talking about Purim. Shmuel Shapira said that because the decree was to kill the Jews, what is a mace? Somebody who's a dead corpse is lying down on the floor, like under the table, that's why there's a mitzvah to drink and yourself under the table until you're totally and you're green, you throw up like a corpse, look like a corpse. That's it. In the rest of it, they used to drink, every Shabbos they drink, they take a single spoon, teaspoon with wine, and they share with 11 people on Shabbos. Purim, Yitzchak would stand there in the entrance to the Besmedrash with a bottle of wine. Everybody that came in got out. They used to get kepshutai. Adavada kepshutai. I remember I had one year. Ramsika Barav told me that he can't get drunk. He drinks, and he can't get drunk. Rav Simcha was in the beginning. I just moved to Bremen. I said, "I'll take care of you." So he said, "Okay." I came to his house. He was Suda, drank wine. I said, "Fine." I poured him a little whiskey. Go ahead, take. So he took a little whiskey, like that, good. And I said, I got brandy. Now this. You should take another glass of wine on top of that. Man, he was so stoned. He was like, he
had a furry hat on, and he sat there just like this. He had this smile on his face.
He had a smirk splashed on his head. He told me, you're a mumche.
I even remember the table was like this. The wall was in back of him, and he was sitting there. We were all sitting around him.
And he was just
Yeah.
Nothing hurt. I promise you, nothing hurt. The next day he got out with a headache. For the ages, hangover for the ages. Man, did I get him drunk. He had problems getting drunk. Well, I told him I'll take care of him. I took care of him.
Very good.
Okay, we'll have to get together.
All right. So we said, I'm not drinking on Purim. You know that for health reasons. I can't do that. So my mitzvah is not to drink. It's not a. Nevertheless, what the emes is. The emes is. And it says. So now we explained that the sphere of Malchus is when it's connected to emes. Then the Malchus becomes Zemuna. It's not just justice and law, but it becomes Zemuna. So after we already explained that the main galus becomes from a lack of Emunah, and Mimela, when the Emunah is going to be rectified, the Geula will come. And we also learned that how can you come to Emunah? Through emes, right? Now we have to learn how you zechet the emes, right? Sif Gimel. The only way that you can come to emes is by getting close to the tzaddikim. You come to them and you believe in them. And you just go the way that they advise you. And by accepting their advice, the truth is engraved in him. As it says in the pasuk in Tehillim, in emes chafatzta batuchos, Uvasosum chochmat odieni. It says in Psalms 51, Simin Nun Aleph, that you have hidden, Kodesh Baruch Hu wants to see the truth in my kidneys. The kidneys is called, the source of Eitzah. That's what they said. You wanted to see the emes in my kidneys, and I admit that I have sinned. And in the heart, which is closed, you have given me the chokhmah to confess before you. That's what the pasuk means. And what is actually related in this pasuk is as follows: Hen emes chafatzta. You wanted emes. Shata chofetz ba'emes. When you, the emes talking to you, when you chafatzta ba'emes, if you want emes, in order to get through the emes, to get the munah, the way to do it is batuchos uvasusum chochmat odieni. As the Rebbe will explain the rest of this pasuk a bit later, it alludes to the eitzah of the tzaddikim. And the reason why, when a person accepts the eitzah of the tzaddikim, when they give you an eitzah, you do it, and it engraves the truth in you. Because the eitzahs that you get from the tzaddikim, it's marriage and yichud mamish with the tzaddikim. And when you accept eitzahs from the Rishonim, you get married beklipa. It's a defiled intimacy. As it is said, as when Chava excused herself before HaKadosh Baruch Hu, that she ate from Eitz Hadas because she listened to the Eitzah of the snake. What is the language that she used? Hanochos hishiani v'oicham. The snake tempted me to eat from the Eitz Hadas. And what is alluded in the hishiani, you can read hishiani shal nisuin, marriage. Because the main closeness, the main intimacy is in the das. The Rebbe says when you read a book, when you read a sefer, when you read, you and the author, this is the face and the neshama of the author is in the book that he writes. And when you read it, you notice when you read a book, like you lose the world and you live inside the book, is because your mind and the neshama of the writer become one. It's like a couple that is intimately together. Because the main chibur is in the das. The body chibur is the lower madrega, but the main chibur is in the das. So, getting eitzah from somebody is like accepting, is like getting zera from somebody. It's mamash like being intimate with somebody and getting the kulo zera emes is a true seed of emes. That what you get whenever you speak to anybody, whenever you get an eitzah from anybody, l'tov l'ra, this kind of intimacy takes place. When ideas move from one place to the next, it is mamish like a couple being together. When zera passes from one to the other, mamash. Except it's bruchnis, it's not begashmis. When a person accepts the eitzah of tzaddikim, it's like he marries them, like he's intimate with them. Mishon Nesuim, Hainusha, Eitzes Hanochos, the Shekiblo, the eitzah of the Nochos that she got, Upchinas Nesuim. It's like she married the snake. Sharadei Nesuim, that through these marriages, he til bazuma, he flung in her filth that got her to do what she did. And that Zoma continued when this filth finished in Malad Sinai, all the way through the Obis and Golos Mitzrayim, and that's only when they stood on Har Sinai, this is when that particular filth was finished. They said the Gemara Shabbos that when the Nachash, was intimate with Chava, and flung filth into her. Israel, when they stood on Har Sinai, the filth was finally eradicated. Obviously, that you can say that it's not that she was physically intimate with the Nachash. What it means that she accepted from him the eitzes. This is an essence of marriage with the snake. And the Tam and Har Sinai didn't stop. Why? Because Kisham Kiblu Tayag eating. This is when they got 613 eitzes. All the mitzvahs are eitzes. Eitzes the kedusha. The eitzes the kedusha. So the filth came from eitzes and nachash, from this advice of the nachash, and it stopped when they got 613 advice the kedusha. Because the Taryag mitzvahs, the 613 mitzvahs, are 613 eitzes. How to get close to Kodesh Baruch Hu and how to believe in Him. They had an Nisuim with the Kedusha. Instead of being married to the Sitra Achara, now they're married to the Kedusha. Why is Eitzah called Nisuim? Why is it called marriage? They say that the kidneys, spiritual, is a place of advice. So the Eitzah the klois and klois. Also, the kidneys are the physical place that the seed of a man itself gets, they gets this mevashlos azera. It actually gets mature. It gets sort of like food needs to get cooked. It also gets cooked. The source of the eitzah, so the data comes from the moyach. It comes from the moyach. The final construction happens in every oiloda, in the reproductive organs. But before it can come, it has to go through the kloyes. Science, mind you, medical science, does not see it that way.
The kailas?
No, the kidneys.
Oh, the kidneys.
In the kidneys. Now, science does not see any kind of reproduction action taken by kidneys, but there's one pella. There's one pella which they cannot explain. Any people that have kidney problems cannot have children. And they don't say, what's the connection? Nothing goes through there. But Beruchnis it does, because that's the place that cooks Kiviochel, that prepares the zera, to be able to. So they're standing there, and the people that they have kidney problems, the kidney illness, are infertile. They cannot have children. The kloyas and kloyaloda, the kidneys are the kalim of the kloya zera. This is because this is where it is drawn from. Nimtza, it is function. Kabel an eitzah ma'odam. When you receive an eitzah from a person, ki'ilu mekabel mimenu zera, as if you accept from him a zera. Akol lefi odam, everything according to a person. Im rosho or tzaddik. If it's a rosho or tzaddik. If you get an eitzah from a tzaddik, this is nisuin the kedusha. This is a marriage the kedusha. And if you accept an eitzah from a rosho, nisuin the klipa. That's why the Torah is so exhausting, that it exhausts the koach of a person who is oisik in it. It's called tushir. Tushir is toshim, you're exhausting. Why? Because this is 613 eitzes, and it is said for the Torah, li eitzah li tushir. Eitzah comes from me, tushir comes from me. Because in the Torah, the person will find an eitzah how to save himself from the Yetzer Hara. The eitzahs and become nisuin, and the eitzah is in the place of marriage. This is the intimate connection that is exhausting. The very same way that intimate connection exhausts a person. When a person learns Torah and accepts the eitzahs of the Torah, this is a marriage, and this is something that exhausts a person. The eitzah of tzaddik and the eitzah of the tzaddik, kulo zera emes. It is like a zera which is totally emes the truth. because this is brain drops that come from the Moich HaTzadik, which is totally infused with emes. Until now, for today.